how to change transmission fluid in a Hyundai Santa Fe. So under the hood, this is where your fill dipstick is, where you check your transmission fluid. Obviously you check it when it's warm. You can look at the condition of your fluid. You can see it's pretty dark fluid there, but just do it at, you know, recommended intervals, unless Hyundai says it's a lifetime fill, because no such thing. This is Valvoline Max Life. You can find this at Walmart. This is compatible with Hyundai. As you can see, SP3, SP4 right there, compatible. So you will also need a little funnel. So you go under here. Gotta have a drain pan. And right underneath, if you look, in between these little nubs is the drain plug. Okay, so this is the drain plug right here. And what you're gonna need is 24 millimeter. I pre-loosened it. And I'm probably just gonna go ahead and let it drop into the pan, because I don't wanna get my hands dirty. And I'll collect it with the magnet later. I was afraid of this getting all over the frame. There we go. We got our transmission fluid draining. So once this finishes draining, what I'll do is, it has marks on here, and I'll see how many quarts come out, and I'll fill it with the same amount and up top, and then we'll check to make sure that it's correct. I have all this metal flakes on it from the transmission. You got to make sure you clean this off because it's a magnetic tip. Sorry. And that's all we're going to do today, is change its fluid, because there's no really easily accessible filter on here. So we're not going to bother with a filter change. It's just going to be a fluid change. Flow has come down to just a few drips. We've cleaned off our magnetic tip. So just insert it and tighten it up. Also, you should replace this washer as well, so you don't have any additional leaks. I actually forgot, but it's fine because I plan on doing 2 fluid changes. So on my next change, I'm going to change out that washer. And that's it. Just make sure you take your wrench with the socket and you tighten that down properly. And then we'll pull this out and we'll see how much fluid came out. 5.5 quarts. Our bottle is 5 quarts, so we'll put the whole bottle in, and we'll see if it needs to be topped off anymore. Fill. Put in our dipstick. And I was mistaken. This is actually 1 gallon, so it's 4 quarts. So we'll need a little bit more than this. But luckily, I've got some more of this stuff. So I'll make sure I put in 5 quarts. Then we'll warm up the car. We'll check the fluid level. Top it off if need be. I'm not going to go ahead and kind of record that. It's very straightforward, but basically you go ahead and you warm up your car for 15 minutes. You see how it has a cold mark? It should also have a hot mark on the back. See, it says hot there. So you warm up your car, you run it through all the gears, you put it back in neutral, and then you check and see if your fluid is to the level. And if it's not, just add more. Just make sure your car is on level ground when you check. And as far as filling it up, I mean, it's very straightforward. You got the funnel in. Sorry, everything's blurry, but you got the funnel in. You just pour in the fluid.